Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Prospecting Show 101. My name is Chris Robbins. Today we have with us,
Braden.
and we're going to be watching some Dwayne Haskins. So, literally, as we are recording this, I am in the middle of uploading the Kyler Murray one, as it's actually almost done. So,
43 seconds remain.
around. It says that, but it actually takes longer to process. But yeah, so today we're going to be watching some Haskins to kind of compare the two, see which one we like better. Um, and see what the differences are and who might be a better fit where and things like that. So, you said you've already watched a couple of games of Haskins.
Yeah.
What did you think from those?
I was a big for best overall floor and talent. I think he's the best in the class, but his ceiling is lower than some of the other top guys. If that makes sense.
Yep. So, Haskins measurables, these are from Indianapolis, of course, are listed at 6'3" 3/8", 231 pounds, 9 5/8 inch hands, and 33.5 inch arms. Looks pretty good to me. Any thoughts from you?
I mean, it's what you want. There's nothing to really. It's not like the Kyrie Jackson of maybe almost a little too big, but at the same time, it's not like Kyler Murray. It's just kind of in that sweet spot where you want it.
Yep. So, with that, we are going to be starting off with the Texas Christian game. This should be interesting because obviously the Big 12 isn't really known for their defense, but TCU is probably the best defensive team in the conference. So, of course, we're going to add.
That's a tough scene right there.
Rep. Okay. Um. So yeah, this should be interesting. This was week 2, I believe.
3.
Okay.
Because this was the last of Urban Meyer's 3-game suspension. I
Oh,
remember that.
cool.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he didn't have Urban Meyer for this game.
Interesting.
Just
Let's just keep this full for now. Okay, nice, good mid-range sort of start. Okay,
taking an early one.
dang.
Damn.
So, second play of the game on offense, unless they had like a less than a minute drive to open. We see Haskins already taking shots. And let's kind of see what's going on here. So he's definitely on some kind of vertical concept. Two guys across the middle here. He knows he's taking the shot. Nice tight spiral in the air. Really nice distance. Great ball placement on the deep ball.
Yeah.
Nice protection by the O-line too. And just takes him over the top. Nice play. Oh, okay.
Ah, damn.
Gotta get that a little bit higher on the trajectory.
I like the idea. I just couldn't get it.
That was nice.
That was a nice
throw. They
throw.
had to catch that.
Oh, that's a L. That's not on Haskins.
So, what I really want to see here is the window. Look at this anticipation here by Haskins to see this open space between the two. I want to say linebackers. Maybe that's a defensive back. But he knows that
But
he
that
has
middle guy
room.
is definitely, well, I wouldn't say definitely, but he's somebody on the defense. We have determined that.
Yeah, so you see here, number 11 coming across the middle. Haskins is just going to rip this right through. Boom. Beats him. 42, that's probably a linebacker.
Yeah, he just dropped it straight. That was a horrific drop.
But I do like the velocity. I do like the anticipation. That's fantastic. field vision and awareness on his part. And overall, just honestly, really nice play call by Ryan Day. I like how he's still getting under pressure. Something that I've noticed most quarterbacks in this class are struggling with. I actually just finished my positive and negative for each of the QBs in this class about a couple hours ago. And it seems like literally half of them, the negative is poised under pressure, or similar phrasing. And with Haskins here, you have 15. That's either Banniger or Collier. I don't remember which. And then the other guy coming off the other edge just stands in there. Perfect ball placement. Allows 14 to get some yak yardage. That's another thing I wanted to say about this TCU game is Banniger and Collier are two of the better pass rushers in this class. So it should be really interesting to see how he handles the edges. Pretty good ball placement. And yeah, same thing. Excellent job stepping up in the pocket. Not the biggest thing of the decision, but still, that was catchable and that was great ball placement. Nice.
He took a shot.
Same thing. Just excellent job getting that ball out under pressure in a very positive manner. Nice boundary pass. Watch the pressure. There you go. Nice. I'll take the miss. He does a really nice job here of not giving up the sack. And the other thing I like too is he was aware of where his receiver was on the field, so he didn't get grounding. He got the ball off quick enough to be able to find a receiver, but he also knew that his receiver was there, so if he threw it close enough, he wasn't going to get called for a grounding attempt. Nice pass. I like how I led the running back in front. Screen. Nice touch. Didn't exactly have to zip that in there. Get it out. There you go. Probably a little bit too far off. Would have liked to have seen him sideline that, but
Good Lord. Boise State was number 17. Damn,
that was catchable.
Wait, he didn't catch that?
No.
Tough scene.
Nice play by the defensive back.
Yeah.
That was caught.
Hmm.
Great ball placement here. You'll see it there. Beautiful. Actually, let's slow this one down. It looked like it might have been a deep curl. Based on the back look here. He's going to come through and sit in the zone. I like how he's getting this out under the pressure again. Picks his guy in between the spots. Great ball placement to keep that high. Very nice. Another right zone chance. That probably could have been PI. Oh, no, that was just good coverage.
Yeah.
These receivers are not getting open.
That is a correct evaluation. He wants a. Oh. Looks like that receiver got pissed off. There was no flag.
Honestly, that's just really good coverage. I look how tight he's playing him. That's an excellent job staying in phase. And then he gets the arm underneath. I mean, you're kind of stuck there, really. You can't throw that flag. Get out. Nice. Great throw under pressure. I've said that, what, 5 times already?
Yeah. Also, F to pay respects to Nebraska losing at home to Troy.
Boom. Right there. Both guys right on him. Still delivers an
Takes a
absolute
hit.
dart. Yeah. Still delivers an absolute dart here. Nice. A lot of intermediate concepts so far.
Yeah. Not seeing minus that like second play, not seeing a lot of stuff deep.
Ooh, that was a great look off. He should have caught that. What I really like here is, is how he's going to look this receiver off and kind of move the defender over. Right here, he kind of keeps this guy on 11, and then he just opens up.
And that's just a terrible drop.
Nice little slip. Ooh, nice break tackle by Mike Weber. Great slant. Excellent velocity. Great timing.
That was also well run by the receiver. Just throw that away. Thank you. And that one was better. He just yeeted that one into the stands.
Also, can I just say, I think that at this point, Michael Jordan was the center. He's not a center. He is a guard. And you can tell. I mean, that's probably the third or fourth snap that's been almost in the ground that Haskins has had to field.
That one was a bit underthrown.
Probably still should have been caught. That was a nice catch, though. Man, these
But at the same
receivers.
time, with that throw, it's like could have been caught. Probably could have been caught. But at the same time, if Haskins lead him better, that's a touchdown.
Possibly. That was nice. I don't think he got his foot in.
Oh, they're saying he did.
Oh, got it out, though. That was really quick pressure. Watch how he just shoots up here. Boom. And he's right there. That's a great rush by 15. I think that's Banagoo. Yep. Oh, they got him on the stunt. So Haskins does a really nice job here recognizing the pressure. And for the a millionth time in this particular game, getting the ball out while under pressure. And they're going to stunt 75, Isaiah Prince, I believe. And he just does a
Yeah.
really nice job of picking his guy out early on in the play. Beautiful place. Didn't even have to move. Boom. He's still keeping happy feet though, which I like, because we are very active in the pocket. But he doesn't have to move if he doesn't want to.
You mean he doesn't want to move if he doesn't have to?
No, I say it right.
Huh.
Because, like, basically, the less you move, the better.
Yeah.
Because you're throwing more on platform, which generally leads to higher accuracy throws. That should have been caught probably too. These receivers just are not helping him. A lot of curl reps. Little bit of running. Not enough, but enough to escape the pressure at least. Okay. Could have been much worse than that. Ooh, bubble screen.
Bye.
That's Paris Campbell. He's not getting caught.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, goodbye.
That
That
was
was
a
just a
terribly designed
terrible.
play.
Yeah, mate, that was a god awful play call.
Beautiful touch. Excellent ball
Beautiful.
placement.
Ooh. You. The video is a little delayed for me, so I had to wait to see what you were going ballistic about.
There's two things that I really love about this play is the touch first off and the ability to arc this, and then the ball placement that he was able to exhibit on this relatively deeper throw. It was about 30 in the air, so that qualifies as deep. But I love how he gets this up.
Into the sideline, and boom, right there. This dude's ball placement is impeccable.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of his accuracy so far. Nice dip as well. That was again nice job keeping it outside. Good read as well, making sure you stayed that underneath. Stay in. Stay in. Okay. So we're looking for receivers here. Yeah, by the time that he would have thrown that, they were covered. Oh, a little bit of a read option. All right.
Eh.
He got nice. He's so good at getting the ball out under pressure. Great mesh concept.
And that's the game.
Dang. So, thoughts?
Very, very solid game from him. He showed really impeccable accuracy, ball placement, and I'd say decision making in this game too.
For sure.
And I haven't heard anyone say that he had a weak arm. That's more of a Daniel Jones thing out of the big four guys, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, it's the big three, then the Giants over there in their corner with Daniel Jones. You know, I haven't heard anyone complain about like his arm strength. I don't think that's an issue, but really he showed it off here with that second throw. The very beginning of the game.
And as I pointed out a couple of times, too, he has the velocity to make these NFL caliber throws. And the one thing that I really liked about that TCU game in particular, and one of the reasons I'm glad we got to watch that, is TCU's defense was actually pretty good. They were really good about generating pressure with Bandu and Collier. They utilized a couple of stunts to try and disguise blitzes against him, knowing that he was only a 3 or 4 game starter at that point. And he did a really nice job of both recognizing the pressure and reading coverages. They did a really nice job of staying to the receivers. They were really, really sticky. The receivers weren't able to really get open, which forced Haskins to make some relatively difficult throws. Tight windows, tight coverage, things of that nature. And he did a really nice job of making those throws. Receivers not necessarily able to hang on to him. But regardless, some really NFL caliber throws in that game that we got to see, and he hit most of them. So, ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Sweet. So this one should be interesting. Obviously, Penn State, big time rival in the Big Ten. And the one thing that I'm going to be looking for is how often does he spread the ball around? Because Penn State has Amani Oruwariye, who's my corner one.
Incorrectly.
And he's really, really solid at locking down the receiver he goes against. So will Haskins be able to throw both sides? Will he be able to spread the ball around? Will he be able to challenge all levels of the field against a relatively impact secondary player? You got to see him against a couple of really good pass rushers. Now we get to see him against a really good corner.
Find out on the next episode of Prospect Central 101.
Yeah.
That was a terrible snap.
Yeah, I already pointed out Michael Jordan is not a center.
Yeah. Well, if they haven't taught him to be the center and he's the emergency center, that's more on the coaching. Oh dear.
You gotta catch that, Paris.
Dog, I think I can catch that. Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd probably break my hand.
Okay, nice job escaping the pressure.
Yeah.
Get it out quick, nice. Bubble screen.
I hate screens on 3rd and 10.
Then you must be the biggest fan of Jim Bob Cooter. He ran the ball on 3rd and 10.
Please don't show the NOS standings. That's still going to just piss me off that we didn't win that division last year.
Chiefs Broncos Monday night game at the same time.
Oh, God. It's when Kermit decided to mess around and throw left-handed.
Kermit?
This is more the short game than we saw against TCU.
Still, though, it is important to, in these kind of situations, be able to place the ball properly and lead your receivers to give them the most ample opportunity to pick up yards after catch. Because if you throw them behind the receiver, they might have to change direction, they might have to reverse field, etc., etc. They might have to make a difficult catch in some instances. So he's showing off everything that he needs to in the short game.
That could have been caught easily.
His receivers are not, though.
Didn't Ohio State win this game? Pretty sure.
Honestly, I can't even remember, unfortunately.
I think they did. That was a good pickup by the center. That was not a good throw.
So there's probably something mechanically off here. Oh, I tried to throw it too quick.
Uh.
He didn't realize he had that much time in the pocket. And it was literally like a one-step and throw read. And he didn't realize that he had
Time to set his
all the
feet.
time in the world to, well, not necessarily set his feet, but get a good grip on the ball. Target, look at the target.
Oh, that's a free rusher.
Still got it out really nice.
This isn't necessarily a good or bad thing. It's just something I've noticed. He, a good. Well, I'd say most of his throws are higher.
Yep. That probably really should have been caught. That literally bounced off his hands.
Just go for that ball. Yes. It didn't work, but I appreciate it. Also, how dare he wear Deshaun's number?
For what it's worth, they can't have the same number on offense and defense.
Fair enough.
Okay, seriously?
That's a yike. That's a big yikes right there. Who's 13?
It's not Terry McLaurin, it's not Paris Campbell.
And then it just turned into a pop up. Into a pop up, basically, for that safety corner with whoever.
Defensive back.
Defensive back. And it's not like their throw was like ridiculously high to where it was like at the top of his frame, you know?
It literally went off his hands.
It was literally like shoulder height. You know? There's a difference when it's like it's like too high, it goes off the fingertips, you know?
Yep.
Then it's at his shoulders. Yeah, it's like maybe it's a bit higher than you want, but still, that's not very catchable.
Okay, so here we go. This is kind of what I was looking to see. Is he gets to challenge Hermione here. And honestly, this is a really good job of avoiding him while at the same time throwing the ball in that direction. Because what you're doing is you're keeping the ball as far as in basically a spot where it's the receiver or out of bounds. And he does a really nice job. Well, of course, Hermione does a great job undercutting that too. But he does a really nice job here of basically putting it in a spot where only his guy can get it away from the corner. So, really good ball placement, just not able to complete the catch. Get out, nice evasion. Take it.
Very immobile right here. That was behind. Oh dear.
Obviously, that was a screen pass to the running back.
Yeah, I get that, but was I okay? That was interesting.
That was a big move.
Yeah.
He didn't see 54 getting off.
Right about there, you need to try and throw it away.
Well, what he didn't see here was he thought Jordan had 54. But as soon as he comes across 54, breaks his pads and separates. That was a brutal rollout call. You want to keep him set. Nice job getting that out. A little bit less velocity on that throw. A little bit more touch. Though back-footed, you can kind of understand that. probably could have placed that one better.
Yeah.
Underneath. Great job keeping you guys
Beautiful.
downfield. I mean, I say downfield, but
Up.
yeah. Nice screen pass.
Let's go. Touchdown. Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins. That was a great play by Dobbins to slip through the traffic like that. Great job getting that out quick. Of course, it was a screen anyway, but. Okay. Another short throw. Nice. Overthrown. So, and again, this is why I brought this up before, too. It looks like we are going to see one here because he's playing deep. But all his relatively not underneath targets so far have come against the other defender. And he was pretty clean. To be fair, it was still really good coverage. But, yeah. And they finally play Amani off.
No, he was down.
I think he got it back anyway.
Okay.
He's going to throw this to the left. Oh, no.
That was a really
That was
good
a
catch.
screen. A lot of screens so far in this game, for sure.
Yeah.
He should
Throw
have
it
set.
away.
He should have set sooner. A lot of screens in this game. I mean, to be fair, I see why when their offensive line can't pick up basic stunts. Okay, I like the idea. Wish he had a bigger receiver who could have gone up and caught that.
That one was a bit too high.
Again, though, I like the idea.
I'm not criticizing the idea because he's wide open. It's just
Oh, too far.
I'm not criticizing his idea. It's
Yeah,
just
he should have done that a little bit more back shoulder.
not even necessarily back shoulder, but to a point where if he doesn't have to jump, that's caught. Okay, I wouldn't say that's definitely caught, but it's he won't be blamed if it's incomplete. How about that?
Patriots released Quarterback.
Second time this month.
I don't know how he managed to get that out.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Okay, good throw under pressure. Well, I mean, good throw to get it out at least under pressure. Same thing.
That's a blitz. Step up. There you go. Come on.
Short. QB run. Yep.
Didn't get there.
Yeah, that was too predictable. You can't run a read option on 4th and 1. It takes too long to develop. Here's trying to get it out. Again, pocket collapsing. That was a great boundary pass. I really like that ball placement too.
Oh,
I have no idea what happened. My guess
that was
is something happened to the receiver based on the fact they threw a flag and gave him a first down. Oh, yeah, receiver tripped. Oh, I should say got tripped. Oh, that was still a bad throw.
I've noticed that a lot of his like misses and bad throws are when the offensive line breaks down. That was a good
Play by number
catch.
9.
That was a real nice play.
Dang. I like the decision here.
Yeah.
And that was actually, considering that was on the run, that could have been much worse in terms of placement. They're running an infinite amount of screens. Top? No. That was very catchable for a tight end. Another underneath screen. Target top. He's not even looking to the other side.
Hmm.
A lot of half field reads. I mean, granted, part of this is because they're only literally throwing screens. But still. There you go. There's a full field read. So, yeah, I got to see some of my concerns a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You only targeted Amani, what, twice? One time it was an out of bounds throw, and the other one it was because they were playing him off. So he didn't even really get the chance to target his number 1 receiver.
Yeah. And it's like, here you see a lot of the issues that the general consensus, the consensus issues of him are, where he's going to be dependent on the offensive line. Not necessarily because he's immobile, but just his mechanics get thrown off if he's under pressure. And also, he may be scheme dependent with some of the lower, like the underneath stuff.
Yeah. Cool. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Sweet. Now this should be particularly interesting for a number of reasons.
Oh yeah, wasn't this the game where they just got killed?
Yes, it was. So, the number 1 thing that I'm looking for here is how does he go about reading the defenses? We got to see him against a great cover corner. We got to see him against a great pass rusher. Well, 2 good pass rushers, I should say. So this time we're going to be trying to see him against a team that doesn't necessarily have a lot of individual talent like the other 2 teams did, but more of a collective defensive effort. Another screen. Okay, nice shot bringing the pressure. You see him come up the gut. Nice. Another screen. That was good ball placement. That's good anticipation, of course, there too. Nice arm angle to avoid the deflected pass. Also very good ball placement. Why?
Yeah.
That was a terrible play call. That looks like a designed run based on the outside receiver blocking downfield. Okay, deep shot. Way over.
Oh.
Okay then. Nice ball placement. Probably could have let him a little bit better outside. That was, oh, that's questionable. I really like the plan here though. Sees he makes the right read here. He beat the guy to the outside.
He needs to throw that more to the back pylon there though. It's just like he underthrew it a bit, which allowed the corner to catch up. He needs to put that to that pylon a bit more.
Third and long. That was a great concept. He was wide open.
Third false start penalty. Oof.
Through 1/4. Nice ball
Beautiful.
placement. Great job bleeding him as well.
Also stepped up into that through with the pressure. Another screen.
Okay, I like the little ball placement there. I thought you caught that, but good idea to place the ball away from the corner. Nice stonewall by the offensive line. Give him time to find the guy across the middle. Boom. Great zip too. That was a really nice job of throwing that with nice tight velocity and spiral. Okay, ball placement was quite off there. Oh, the receiver didn't even bother.
Definitely could have been a better throw, but at the same time.
Nice ball placement on the edge. Boundary. Nice touch. Great accuracy. I like how I waited for that play to develop a little bit too, to allow his receiver to get deeper down the field. Pressure. Same thing. Oh, he had to catch that too. That looked like a pretty good throw. Let's change the direction. Great read. Accurate throw. Okay, nice touch. Should have been caught. Great ball placement. Red's a screen in a red zone.
And goal to go. Runs a screen.
Same thing, another pass behind the line. Oh. That is... Oh, let's bring the see replay. Oh, okay. That's pretty good coverage, to be honest. Okay, I like the arc. I wonder if that was underthrown on purpose to draw the flag.
I'm gonna guess it's a screen.
How do you know?
Can predict the future.
Okay. Nice. Great velocity there. Good tight window throw. Another deeper pass. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I like the ball placement. Stuffed?
I guess.
A screen pass on 4th and goal down by 2 scores.
I like the
third.
3.
Oh, you almost
Ooh.
didn't cut that. Okay, so
He just didn't see
he
him, I
didn't see the
guess.
linebacker. Yeah, I was looking at the corner. Okay, got it out under pressure at least. He's doing a really nice job of not taking sacks. That probably could have been thrown a little bit better. Of course, it doesn't matter because he would have gotten him behind the line anyway. Another 3rd and 9 screen pass. I can't wait to see him with the NFL playbook. Any idea what happened there?
Let's see. It's like the receiver. It's like the corners traded guys and he didn't see it or something.
Did the corner not get away with PI? Did the corner not move 14 back?
I guess, yeah. A little.
Yeah, let me move this over. He's like not even looking for the ball, first off.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to pause it in like a really good frame to show this. Because it looks like he kind of moves him. Right? Did you see the arm come out?
It looked more like a leg to leg thing than anything to me.
Like he moved his arm. It was minor, but when you're not looking for the ball and you get moved at the same time, you're not going to catch that. Nice mesh concept. Really easy throw. They were 0 of 4 on the right zone. Bonkers, man. Okay, probably on purpose. Tightly covered. Was that deflected? That was deflected, wasn't it?
I couldn't tell. Let's see.
I mean, either way, he's probably not catching it.
No.
That was really good coverage. These receivers are not getting open.
Call timeout. There, I guess that works too.
On 3rd and 10?
Well, I mean, it's better than taking a delay game penalty.
Okay, a little bit of up-tempo stuff here, which is kind of nice. That was a good catch. Okay, over the top. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Great deep throw. Good ball placement. Nice ball placement there on the outside edge. Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. Number 9 does not have very good hands.
None of these guys have very good hands. Of course, he comes right back with a nice catch. Tried overthrown, though I don't think he's catching that either way. These receivers just can't separate.
That's a good play.
Oh my goodness, another drop.
I mean, you're down 5 minutes left. At this point, just take a shot to the end zone.
Now on 4th and 5. Do that.
That works too.
That was actually a pretty good route by the receiver.
Why does the
That
YouTube video
should've-
look like it's from it went back to like the 80s?
I don't know, I don't really have any clue, but it doesn't really change what we're watching. And
No,
that was literally right off his hands.
that's a tough scene.
Here we go. Nice velocity. I mean, these receivers, I don't know if they're not being schemed open or if they just suck or what, but based on the fact that none of them seem to have hands, either my guess is that they just completely all suck. That was brutal. That was on Haskins.
That's a terrible throw.
Oh boy.
Why are we running it?
3rd and 5. I think at this point they've just given up.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna give up, just take shots. Just throw it to the end zone every play.
Pretty nice boundary catch. Oh my goodness, Mike.
Oh dear God.
Oh, okay, so that game was not ideal for
Not
anyone.
really.
Anything on your end that you haven't already pointed out or that you'd like to reiterate?
Just really think he's gonna be scheme dependent. You know. That's my big concern with him. Because it's like he has the talent to make all the throws. He has the arm to make all the throws. It's just he needs an offensive line and scheme to do it, to get it. Well, I'm sorry. It's like I'm dead tired, so I need to word this right. He needs my main concern is that, he'll be scheme dependent on like the shorter and intermediate throws cuz that's what he did a lot, and with the lack of experience, they may stick with just what he did. There we go.
I hope that that isn't the case because I feel like he has a lot more talent than it's being showed off. And I guess I'm kind of just at that point where as you should be more concerned with the scheme hindering him than him
Hmm.
being needing a good scheme.
Fair enough.
I think that with Kyler, you do need more of a good scheme because his receivers were schemed open and he had more talent. Whereas with Haskins, all three games we watched, which we didn't even watch him against Byron Murphy, we didn't watch him against Justin Lane, we didn't watch him against David Long. We did get to see Amani, but uh, no one was getting open.
Yeah.
So he had to make a ton of tight window throws. He had to make a ton of difficult throws. He had to make a lot of throws under pressure, and he didn't exactly have a lot of help. There were a very good percentage of his passes that were dropped, that were very catchable. There were a very good number of throws that were against NFL teams where you're going to have NFL receivers.
Yeah.
You're probably more likely to make a contested catch or a 50-50 catch than some of Ohio State's receivers were. Those
Or,
curveballs especially,
wide open and 5 yards of separation.
yeah. And
Okay.
I'm just kind of feeling like, you know what, he's going to be a better pro player than he is a college player.
Hmm.
Because unless it's almost to the point he was hindered at Ohio State. He was so limited in what he was doing, both in terms of receiving talent and in terms of playbook. It's kind of hard not to be any worse. So I mean, especially I know he hasn't been mentioning in a while, but it seemed like the New York Giants,
Yeah.
like him with Pat Shermer would be fantastic, or him with honestly, this might be a bit of a stretch, but maybe the Cardinals trade down. Number one team takes Kyler Murray. They take Dwayne. I mean, that's kind of out there, but if they do want to stick with trading Josh Rosen and taking their own guy, maybe something crazy happens. We get surprised they trade Rosen for a first and then take Haskins. I would love to see him with Cliff Kingsbury uh, and Christian Kirk in the slot. That would be fun. A team like Miami, I think, could probably do better. A team like Oakland, if for some reason they want to trade Derek Carr, I think he would be interesting in John Gruden's system.
Sounds like they do.
Uh,
They want to trade Carr, it sounds like.
he'd be a good fit in John Gruden's system. Um, Washington, he'd be perfect with Jay Gruden. I'd love to see him in that offense. And against NFC East defenses too, he'd be my pick for Rookie of the Year if he landed in Washington. So I think that there's a lot of really good teams or fits for him that need a quarterback. And honestly, you could probably go to a team like San Diego and give him a year behind Philip Rivers or something. Now, obviously, they pick farther back in the first round. If he starts to slip, if they trade up, whatever. I mean, there's teams like that. Maybe New Orleans. You don't know how much longer Drew Brees is there. Maybe the Patriots. I know they were a little bit more interested in Kyler, but I feel like Haskins is kind of similar to Brady in a lot of ways. Um, so, I mean, there's just a ton of teams where he would be so much better than he was at Ohio State. And you're going to see a little bit more development with experience, simply, too. So, Any particular teams that you'd like to see him go to,
Um,
other than Denver?
I'm down with the Giants, so I just don't really have to deal with him if he's good. Yeah. Also, I'd like to or Washington because I think it'd be fun to have him start over Case Keenum. That'd be funny. Yeah.
So, just in general, anything that stood out to you compared to Kyler?
Uh, he was a lot better under pressure and like in the pocket than Kyler was. It's like Kyler obviously is more mobile. You know, I not to say Matt Haskins is immobile, but Kyler is on a different level. You know.
Yeah, he's one of the most mobile quarterbacks, along with Lamar and Vic ever.
Yeah. So it's like he
And
seemed to
Russ.
be at better with his decision making, and it's like his ball placement and accuracy seemed to be better than Murray.
Cool. So overall between the two, and we actually, it's been a little while, but we've also watched Lock.
Mm-hmm.
Between the three of them, which one do you take away?
Well, it it kind of depends. It's like if you're the Broncos,
If you could build your own scheme and your own team and or whatever.
if you could build a scheme around Kyler Murray, I think you do him.
Okay. I mean,
But at
I'm
this,
talking for you. Would you yourself, if you were a head coach, would you be able to build a scheme for Kyler Murray over Dwayne Haskins and Drew Lock?
not really, just because I guess I'm more of a traditional person.
Cool.
So
So
I'd probably I'd it depend on what you really want to do. It's like if you want to do kind of like the Broncos, where it's that more West Coast moving around type thing, you go with Locke. But if you want to have your quarterback just kind of sit there behind a really good offensive line and just find the open receivers, and the quarterback needs to be more accurate, then you need to go with Haskins.
cool. So should Denver take them 2 days from now? What would you think?
I mean, I'd kind of question the fit because you know we're the West Coast moving play action type bootleg thing, so I kind of question the fit, but I'd be excited for it.
Sweet. Any other thoughts?
No, I'm good.
Cool. Well, he is my quarterback one at the moment. Again, I don't really necessarily like him in a motion modern day quote NFL offense. Um, but if you're willing to take the chance on him and realize that he has the arm talent that you're looking for, he has a lot of the intangibles that you probably are looking for in a quarterback as well. Um, I feel like he can be a really nice player at the NFL level as early as next season, depending on where he goes. So yeah, there you guys go. Um, with that being said, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. But for now, peace out.